Well, hey there, everybody. It is I, Super Paul Games, and welcome to Lads in Distress. It kind of looks like Lattice, Stress, and Nanoreno. It's kind of cool. It's taking like some fairy tales and turning them on the head by swapping vaginas for dicks. If you made this game, thanks for making the game. If you'd like to play the game, there'll be a link in the description. The reason I'm saying that all ahead of time is the creators, if they see this, they'd be like, "What did you do to my characters?" I'm only making them better. I frown in concentration as I carefully tit the bottle. I'm rubbing it on my titties. I'm sorry, I'm the best woman ever. Just enough to add a single drop to the pot. Ew, now I'm thinking it's lady milk in the pot. Are we doing, is this a devil game, doing devil magic? There's a loud sizzle, and I watch with a satisfied smile as the liquid in the pot turns a cloudy blue. I knew it, I'm a genius. A knock on the door cuts my celebration short. I scowl in annoyance at the sudden interruption. You may not come in. I don't know who you think you are, but a boy could come in me. The door creaks as they completely ignore my order and enter the room. Who the fuck do they think they are? Hopefully it's not our mom. You wound me, Charming. At his voice, I turn around with a smile. I'm greeted by the sight of my best friend, his hands clasped over his chest in a dramatic gesture. I mirror his teasing grin and threaten him playfully. You know, I could have had your head cut off for disobeying my command blatantly like that. I'd like to give somebody head. Oh. What? I drag my finger across my throat for emphasis. She's not really nice and wink cheekily at him. Nicole's. Is that how it's pronounced? Whatever. Eyes widen comically as he staggers backwards in an exaggerated manner, making me snort at his performance. He abruptly drops the act and flashes me a good-natured grin. I wish he'd flash me something else. Wiener Patrol. You wouldn't. You're too fond of me to have me executed. Dude, you're in an abusive relationship. Run! The moment they threaten to start murdering you is the moment well, maybe you should get out before the murder threats, but still. She's got a cute little crown. I like the artwork. It's true, Nicole has been my best friend for as long as I can remember. That might not be that long if you've been doing drugs, though. He is a mere 2 months older than me, and we have always been together, even as babies. You dirty pervert babies. His father used to be my teacher for magic and potions making, and as a result, he was allowed to live in the palace with his family. Since there weren't many kids in the palace, Nicole and I easily became friends and partners in crime for our many mischievous adventures that always got us into trouble. What potion are you making? Is it a potion of being less fat? That is not funny. Nicole strikes forward and peers into the pot. Let me guess, an invisibility potion? That's looking good, of course. I would expect nothing less from a student of mine. I make a face at him when he guffaws at his own words. Guffaw! God, imagine if you really sweated like that. That would be horrible. They'd be like, did you wash one side of your head? No, I just had a couple giant beads of sweat. Your pores would be huge. Ever since, I want to see something that's huge. Girl, calm down. I'm sorry I can't satisfy you. That's what they all say. Wait, what? This isn't about me. Ever since Nicole took over as my tutor after his father retired, he's been making teasing remarks whenever possible about his newly elevated status. I want to see something elevated in his pants. Oh! What are you talking about? He conveniently leaves out the fact that I can count the number of lessons he's taught me on one hand, because I'm as good as him in magic, despite the fact that he's half fairy and magic is in his blood. So if I cut him open, can I get magic out? We'd be like, I'm bleeding to death! Sparkle blood. Do you actually have a purpose for coming here? Or did you just come to laugh at me? Stop laughing at me! Thanks for the reminder. I almost forgot. I'm here with a message from the King and the Queen. My smile falls and I turn my back on him. Mommy and Daddy, no! Fixing my attention on the potion in front of me. I reach for the nearest jar of ingredients and start examining it, pretending to be busy. All of a sudden, I'm very busy over here, okay? This can wait, as you can see. I'm in the middle of something important. You know full well how disastrous the consequences can be to mess up even a single step when making a potion. Funny how you got busy when Mommy and Daddy came into the picture, Princess. But that won't happen because you're Princess Charming. You don't make novice mistakes like that. Wink, hello. I can't help but smile with pride. She's like, oh face. Tenlo wanted me to make more blowjob noises in my videos. I think this is the time. Oh, that was the worst one ever. I'm sorry to the people who made this game. I really like the game. You went all out. I'm sorry I'm not good enough. This became a really weird LP all of a sudden. I'm sorry I'm not good enough. Will you validate me? Mommy and Daddy. They're like, we're not your mom and dad. Oh, I'm sorry. Of course. The glint of amusement in Nicole's eyes immediately rouses my suspicion. Ooh. Why are you looking at me like that? The realization that Nicole has tricked me into belying myself slowly dawns on me. Ooh. I get what he did. He tricked you to admit that you really are frustrated by your parents, not that you needed to look at the ingredients. I briefly consider making up another excuse to avoid this conversation, but I decide against it in the end. I can't run away from this forever. I might as well get over with this, or get this over with. Well, you've successfully softened me up with some flattery. What does that message say? Nicole holds out a scroll towards me. After a moment of hesitation, I take it from him. What's this? Ugh! Mommy and Daddy always send him messages? It's a list of all the guests that will be attending the royal ball next week. I wish someone would attend my royal balls. Haha! You're not royalty. Oh. Well, anyway, it needs your approval. Your balls? Oh, I hope so, but I meant the scroll. I snort and toss the scroll aside without sparing it a second glass. Are you hawking a loogie at him? That's kind of rude. My approval? My approval doesn't even matter, does it? Nobody cares about how I feel. Charming, I know this is unpleasant and unfair for... Definitely, I'm glad you know it, too. But you know, your parents would never have asked this of you if it could have been avoided. We've tried every alternative, even, He pauses, as though catching himself from saying something he wasn't supposed to. I make a mental note to ask him about this later. Is this, wait, what's her name again? Pink Lady Pants will remember this. The kingdom needs, we need you. I chew on the inside of my cheek for a moment. Ow! Ow, the blood! Struggling internally. Frankly speaking, the idea of getting tied down, ooh, kinky, at such a young age, I'm going into prison. Alright, 18 isn't that young, legal, but still too young for marriage in my book, terrifies me. Girl, I don't blame you, I'm like twice that age. It terrifies me too. There's still so much of the world to be explored. I need some men to explore my vagina. What if I marry a guy and he's got a small wiener? I don't want that. There's so much I have yet to do before being preoccupied with the duties of a wife. You said duty. Wait, and in the future, the duties of a mother. You said duty again. Once your mother, you're gonna have to deal with a lot of duty. Yet on the other hand, this is my duty as a princess duty. I have to save my people. How could I ever refuse to help my people in need, especially when they are my people? No. That's the only reason I'm going through with this. I don't know what you think you're doing. Tell me what... I'm thinking about cute boys again. Fine, I'll look at the list, okay? You know, I don't blame you, girl, honestly. I do not blame you. You're not a piece of meat. Like, you might want the man boners in you or the lady boners, but I wouldn't like that either. If somebody's like, here's a list of people you can choose from you have to marry. I'd be like, I'm not a piece of meat. I am not an animal. Spartacus taught me that. I'll look at the list eventually. Oh. Though I doubt my disapproval of some guests being invited would change anything. I'm still getting married off to a random noble I meet at the ball. Does it really matter who we invite? We'll just look at the list whenever you can. Your parents also want me to inform you that you should stay away from the men whose names on the list are circled. Ooh, did you make a list of bad boys? You know what I think it was? Is I think the dad, and maybe the mom too, definitely no, it's probably the mom. Probably the mom's like, this was a bad boy. And she's gonna be like, oh, I like bad boys. My curiosity is reluctantly piqued. Who? See? Right away she wants to know about the bad boys. That's right, ladies. Write my name down and put a circle around it. I'm a desperate bad boy. Oh, why did I say desperate? That never works. Who? Why invite them to the ball in the first place, then? They want to get in you. Isn't that a dark thought, Lady Princess? Your parents are trying to find somebody to put their wiener in you and make babies. You're kind of like a cow. Not that you look like a cow, but you gotta produce it in there. Nicole doesn't answer, giving me a playful smile. Inwardly, I curse at how well Nicole knows me, and how well he can play me as a result, using my curiosity to his advantage. Alright, you win. I'll do as I was asked, but only on the condition that you will answer any questions I have, or I'm going to ask how big his wiener is. Nicole's smile grows wider as he bows deeply. You drive a hard bargain, Your Highness. I'm not high. That's not what it means. I accept your terms. You know where to find me when you need me. Oh, now you remember your manners and act like a loyal, subservient subject. Psh, bitch. After sneakily manipulating me into agreement, Winkles. Nicole gives a loud laugh. Ha! Sorry for your ears. And turns to leave the room. Right before he reaches the door, he pauses and mumbles something so quietly I almost missed it. What a bitch. No, I'm sorry. With that, Nicole walks away. Aw, he feels bad for manipulating you, but he still did it. Never forget, he used manipulation on you. I love the music in this game, too. I glare down into the cauldron. Oh, now you're making a hate potion. If my memory serves me right, truth serbs are supposed to be the color of obsidian, not vomit. Maybe you puked in there when you were drinking. I give an angry skull and kick the side of the cauldron. Work already! You're pathetic, you pathetic thing! You're worse than a flaccid wiener. Oh, I'm thinking of wieners again. I don't understand. Reverse engineering potions may be considered difficult, but I've never had trouble with this. Normally, I could create the perfect mixture with my eyes closed. Do you think, Nicole or Nicole or whatever his name was came in and pooped in there and ruined it? Sign. I wrest a vial of fairy tears off the nearby shelf for another attempt. Since Nicole's like half fairy, do you like make him cry and then just take half the tear? Because that'd be hilariously wrong. I tilted above the cauldron to pour in a single drop. I should prepare myself for marriage, but when I look down at my hands, the entire vial is empty. A curse escapes my mouth. Confuggly figgles! As I peer down at the cauldron once more, wincing at the disaster. The liquid is exponentially more disgusting, which is progress in its own way, I guess. I'm so grossed out that I start laughing incredulously at myself. Ah ha ha ha, me! Ah! Clearly, this is not a good day for me. Damn it, Mom and Dad, you fucked this up by sending me a message. It's all your fault. I turn to the bookshelf and quickly scan through the rows of books, looking for Nicole's potion-making journal. Thankfully, I have no trouble in finding it. When I reach up to grab it off the shelf, a long sheet of vellum covered with calligraphy slips out from between the pages. I roll my eyes at the sight of the list of the guests for the upcoming ball. Did he, like, spike the potion to make you have to go look at the list? Of course, how convenient. Conveniently annoying, yes, but convenient still. Well, it's not like I'm dying to learn about potions some more by any means, especially when I'm worrying about forming an alliance. So I suppose I should take a break and make good on my promise to take a quick look at the guest list. I slide the book back into place on the shelf and crouch down to pick up the list. 3 names are circled in red and immediately catch my eyes. Prince Snow of the Snow Kingdom, is that like Man Snow White? Prince Myrrh of the Water Kingdom, is that like Ariel? Then you gotta get a fish wiener, that's gonna be cold and tiny. He's gonna be like, can you shoot your eggs out on the ground so I can put my fish jizz on them? You'll be like, I'm a human woman, I don't even know how to do that. That's what you're trying to do. And Prince Cell of the Forest Kingdom, I don't know who the fuck that is. Interesting. If I remember correctly, their city-states are all fairly affluent and are located in nearby advantageous locations. Affluent? Don't care about just the money, girl. Find a man with a big dick who loves you. Or a regular dick who loves you. Just someone who loves you. That's the important thing. If my parents are willing to disregard the benefits of a union with one of them, they must be pretty damn questionable. Oh wait, these are the circle guys? These are the bad boys? I told you right away. Unless her mom is smart and be like, tell her these are the off-limit ones, husband. Because then the girl will try and pick them to be like, fuck you, mommy and daddy. Especially daddy. My lips climb into a grin. Curiosity is meant to be sated. I like that sentence. My lips climb into a grin. After all, and Nicole did ask me to look into the guests. No, you're doing the naughty thing, looking for the bad boys. Who should I research first? I want to go for... Oh, I don't know, man. I don't care about Prince Cell. I'm between Prince Myrrh and Prince Snow, but I don't want no fish wiener. We'll go with Prince Snow. I turn my attention back to the name, Prince Snow of the Snow Kingdom, on the list. I try to remember if I've met him before in previous balls. Girl, balls held for pleasure are the best balls of all. I've got big balls, she's got big balls, but we've got the biggest balls of them all. And I can vaguely recall a lad with silvery hair and startling blue eyes. Maybe it was a grandpa you saw. He's like, give me the gilf. If I am not mistaken, the Snow Kingdom is one of the biggest and richest kingdoms. It is also conveniently just north of our land. Sounds like an advertisement. Just north of Route 69 and Exit 5 at Snow Kingdom. What are you giving me that look for, girl? If we could secure a political alliance with Snow Kingdom and merge with them, he literally wants to merge with you, I think, it would save us from poverty. So why do my parents want me to stay away from him? I pondered this puzzling question for a moment and longer before deciding to go find my parents to ask them. Why sit here guessing at the intent behind my parents' actions, when I can just go directly to them and request an explanation? I gotta admit, like, that's the smartest thing I've seen all game. How often do we do games and people don't do that? And it was like, just go talk to the damn person. After running around the regrettably enormous palace in search of my parents, I finally find them reading together in one of the many rooms. They look at me with identical indulgent smiles as they wait for me to catch my breath. Where did your breath go? Can I catch your breaths? Oh, don't look at me like you got devil eyes. Tell me your eyes are closed, because if your eyes are open like that, I'm like, oh my god, she's summoning Satan. Look, and there's a ghost coming out of her mouth. Hi, I'm the cute demon baby. Meow. I'm gonna eat your soul! Well, everybody, that's going to be the end of this episode. Next episode, we're going to ask our parents, why are these bad boys on the list that we're not supposed to date? And are they both wearing lady crowns? Because I was going to give the king my normal voice, his voice, but if I'm wearing a lady crown, that embarrasses me. That's a problem for next time. Oh, look, that lion's playing with the ball. You want to play with my balls? He shouldn't have played with them in hell! Alright, I'll see you all next time. Thanks for hanging out.